As right now we've entered Galamastan. It's another part of Stockholm. I'm going to walk around and show you around here and the infrastructure of Galamastan, of Stockholm and Sweden. So as you can see, Stockholm, there's so many bridges that go around the city. So Stockholm is definitely made up of so many islands. There's so many islands that make up Stockholm. Stockholm, I call it Stockholm. So there's so many islands that make up this place over here. And we are in one part. We are in one part of Stockholm called Galamastan. Galamastan is where the Royal Palace is situated. There's some other tourist attractions around here, and also there's lots of quirky restaurants to eat. And there's a couple other historical buildings that's located around here. So we're going to walk around here and I'm going to show you what it's like to be in Galamastan. There is quite a lot of tourists around here, and there's also quite a lot of security presence, which I don't know why. Maybe it's there just to protect the tourists, or maybe it's just there just to protect the historical buildings. So we're going to carry on walking over here. Yesterday when I walked past this bridge all over here, I saw a lot of people doing fishing. So you can see a lot of people doing fishing and getting their fishes. So we're going to carry on walking straight, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. My cousin is somewhere in the background, but anyway, I'm going to show you what it looks like over here. And pretty much, yeah, the weather is a bit chilly. I do have a jacket on me. It is summertime. The air in Sweden, it's so clear. You do not understand. It's not like London where the air is polluted, but over here you can actually smell the fresh air. Another interesting thing about Sweden, make sure that my cousin's coming. So another interesting thing about Sweden is everyone cycles over here. It reminds me of Amsterdam, but of just a bigger version of Amsterdam and Netherlands. Everyone in Sweden cycles. Literally everyone has a bicycle. The best way to get around Stockholm, in my opinion, is you get a bicycle or you rent a scooter. Public transport is free right now because of the COVID-19. So that's another interesting thing. I'll just show you the infrastructure all over here. So this is the infrastructure of one building around here. So yeah, as I was saying, the transport system is free right now. Most of the buses and the trains, you don't have to pay a single penny because of the coronavirus. So that's another interesting factor. So if you want to travel around the city, the best thing to do is to take a train and discover the city, or to use a bicycle. Yesterday I did use a bicycle. It was beautiful. I did have some Swedish meatballs. I am going to do a food blog actually today or tomorrow to give you an insight of what is a typical Swedish meal. And pretty much, yeah, we've just started to enter the Royal Palace. So I'm going to show you what the Royal Palace looks like from the outside. I don't really go to touristic buildings and do touristic blogs inside touristic trap spots. So I'm going to show you what the palace looks like from outside. If Lorenzo can be walking. Yes, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what the palace looks like from the outside. Maybe I might go inside, I'm not too sure if you have to pay. I don't know if you have to pay a particular amount of money to entrance, but most of the tourist things around here are free. But yeah, we're going to enter the Royal Palace from the outside. I'm going to show you a little glimpse of what it looks like. But yeah, so I'm gonna flip the camera and I'm gonna show you straight away. So that's the Royal Palace over here. I'm just gonna carry on walking straight so I can show you what it looks like. So Galamastan actually starts from there. I don't know if you can see how far out from the trees are. That's where the restaurants are. So I'm gonna show you this Royal Palace just across the road. I'm not sure if it's open from out here. I have no idea where the entrance is. I think this is one of the entrances. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk outside and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's a bit chilly. I've met so many nationalities in Sweden since I've been here for the last 2 days. I've seen a lot of Somalian communities, quite big over here. Ugandan communities, quite massive as well. There's a big community in Sweden. There's a big African community over here. It's very interesting. Another interesting thing about Stockholm, there's so many parks. The greenery here is just fascinating. There's so many parks, so many bridges. It's a very, very greenery city. I'll definitely recommend people to come here. The flight takes about 2 hours and 25 minutes from Ryanair or EasyJet, so that's the flight that we took. Accommodation is not bad. We are staying in the CBD, the Central Business District, based in the city centre, so we are not far from all the tourist attractions. And this is one of the palaces. I don't know if you guys can see from outside here, but this is one of the palaces outside that sits outside the Royal Palace. With so many bridges, and this is one of the guards for the Royal Palace. I'm just going to film quickly. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film or not. So it's one of the entrances. That's one of the guards over here. I don't know if you can see him. His gun. He's just standing right over there. He's not showing any interest. Don't know if you're allowed to actually film around here. But yeah, this building here, this building right over here, all of this is the Royal Palace. The entrance, I think, is on the other side. This is a little glimpse of what it looks like around here of Stockholm. It's very clean. I definitely would say it's one of the cleanest cities. It's definitely one of the cleanest cities that I've ever been to in terms of traveling. So I'm going to carry on this vlog as soon as I get to Galamastan in the beginning of the city, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like around Galamastan. So yeah, so right now we are in Galamastan and the soldiers are walking past over here. Just going to show you a little glimpse of how they're walking. They're not even interacting with anyone, but they're just walking, as you can see them. So this area of Galamastan, like I said to you, it's another tourist place where you can find a lot of Swedish shops, and also you can find, this place you can find a lot of in this place you can find a lot of Viking stuff. It is a bit of touristic as well, but it's another area that you can go to in Sweden where you guys can actually discover what it's like to come to Sweden. There's a lot of tourist people around here. That's another interesting factor. But the infrastructure in Sweden is just amazing in terms of there's just so many palaces. It's very Viking-y, very Scandinavian-y as well around here. They have so much amazing crepes, so much amazing desserts. I think Lorenzo's gonna try a dessert today, and I'm gonna get him on camera. But yeah, let me show you what it looks like all around here. This is the infrastructure around here. They have a lot of churros. They have a lot of waffles, especially around here. So these are like a little dummy version of what they show. Are you right, mate? Okay. So there is a lot of churros and Spanish influence around here, but this area, it is amazing. The nightlife in Sweden as well. The nightlife in Sweden over here. The clubs are open at the moment due to coronavirus, but due to coronavirus, there's only a specific amount of people that can enter the clubs. Apparently, I think it's like 50 people, or no more than 50 people can enter certain clubs around here. So that's a bit interesting. But yeah, I'm just going to show you around. Here. Swedish hats. So these are the typical Swedish craftsmen. There's so much Swedish designs over here, Swedish crafts that you can find around Galamastan. So many coffee shops also that you guys can find around here. And so many souvenirs that's a typical Swedish like that you can find around here. Sorry. So I'll carry on walking and I'll show you an interesting thing. Also, one other thing that is also interesting in Sweden, there's so many 7-Elevens. There's a lot of 7-Elevens in Stockholm, which I find a bit weird. 7-Eleven is an American franchise. I've never seen a 7-Eleven in Europe, not even in Amsterdam. I don't think I've even seen one, or in London. But there's a lot of 7-Elevens, and apparently the 7-Elevens over here, if you want to buy some pastry or if you want to get some good coffee, the 7-Elevens over here are actually good. A lot of people recommended us to go to 7-Eleven to get some coffee and also to get some pastries, but I've only got water over there. But I'm going to show you what it's like all the way around here. quite a lot of tourist people around here. There's so many alleyways that you can get lost around Stockholm. There's just a number of alleyways that you guys can discover around here. So we are going to carry on walking over here. There's a 7-Eleven located right over here. I don't know if you guys can see. And the prices are very cheap. They have some amazing cheap prices if you guys want to buy some stuff. Some Swedish chocolates over here. There's a lot of Scandinavian chocolates that you guys can see over here. Licorice chocolates, typical from Sweden. We are going to carry on. Very quiet at the moment. Not a lot of movement where we're walking right now, so that's a good thing. But there is still a couple of tourists that you can see around here. Let's just carry on walking. One interesting thing about Sweden that I was going to say, that in every restaurant you go to, I don't know if I said it before earlier in the vlog, but in every restaurant that you go to, you do get complimentary salad, which I find a bit bizarre. In Sweden, it's complimentary to get a salad in any restaurant that you go to. So that's one interesting factor over here. The second thing about Sweden, I'm not being rude, I have never seen so many blue eyes or blonde hair people around here. It's amazing. Sometimes you feel like you're in Germany. Everyone in Sweden is very tall. They're either fucking 5'9" or 6'2" and tall, which I find a bit bizarre. There's a lot of tall Swedish people around here, and also they cycle a lot. I did say that everyone uses bicycles around here, so they're very proactive, they're very fit compared to London. And everyone smiles around here. People have a smile on their face. That's very interesting. They're very, very friendly. If you do get lost, people will give you directions. I've never had someone give me a bad look. In the last 2 days that I've been here, everyone seems very, very friendly. So yeah, that's another interesting thing about Sweden. The typical Swedish souvenirs that you can see over here. So we are going to carry on walking. We are going to discover this little district that they have over here. Look. So this over here is a Swedish coffee. I'm just going to move the camera. This is what a Swedish coffee looks like, a fika. So this is a typical Swedish coffee. And they've got different types of Swedish coffees over here. So you got the first one, I can't really see it over here. They've got Swedish fika cookies as well, traditional Swedish cookies. And apparently the best thing when you come to Sweden, especially when you come to Sweden, everyone says that you must try a fika. Fika is a typical Swedish coffee, but the coffee beans do come from Uganda. They don't publicize that, but the coffee beans in Sweden, the majority come from Uganda and Kenya, and the fika apparently is a typical Swedish coffee, and apparently it's very tasty. They say whenever you come here, you should definitely. That's only pirate bar. Apparently when you come here they say that you should definitely try the fika coffee, because apparently it's a typical Swedish thing, and it's one of the best coffees in the world, only in Sweden. But the coffee beans are Ugandan, they are African, so they don't say that to you when you come here. But yeah, let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, another typical Swedish Viking shop that you find around here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to continue filming this vlog when I discover another area. So hopefully you guys won't get too bored, and hopefully it will be interesting. So I'm going to continue this vlog as soon as I get to another area, and I'm going to show you what it's like around here. Right guys, so we just got approached by a weirdo. Just going to get this on camera hopefully. Again. Yo, brother. Yeah, we're here, man. Yo. Oh, okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So, as you can see, the weirdo just approached us in Stockholm, and I think he's trying to sell some fake watches. So I'm going to get this on camera. Fingers crossed, we're going to see if he's going to try to scam us. So let's just see what happens. Fingers crossed, yeah. The weird guy who just approached us.
Bauhaus eller om det är...
But man selling watches and that, bro. I think you slap them. My camera's on already. What's down here? What country did you say, bro? I said fucking Israel. What did you say? What did you say? Switzerland. Say you're a black Jew.
Shalom Shali, Shalom Shali, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov.
I just gotta say hello. Hey, my friend, I'm going, yeah? Hello. Wait, I'm going home. Okay, have a good day, brother, yeah?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're wasting my footage.